Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new to our channel, I'm Christina and this is my best friend Kelly. We are doing one of our favorite types of videos, and that is fashion hack videos. So this one is all about the fall. You guys really loved our summer fashion hacks and our winter fashion hacks. So of course we had to pull together an awesome, amazing collection of fall hacks that you guys honestly are gonna love and use throughout this season.
And we love doing these videos, and of course there's lots of hack videos out there, but we like to bring you guys real hacks, not DIY, how to make your own dress out of a garbage bag or something. These are real useful hacks for women over 40 in particular, but really great for everyone. You don't want that hack, do you? You don't want She's visualizing us in garbage bags right now.
This is not scripted, so sometimes we say things we didn't expect.
Anyway, if you guys have your own great hack that we didn't hit, please leave us a comment and share with us your favorite fashion hack, and we're going to pin the best one to the top so that we can share it with everyone.
So I don't know about you, but definitely for me in the fall season, I am busting out the scarves. So if you are someone who really loves those like HGTV types of shows where they show you about organizing and they'll have you fold your scarves just perfectly, or they'll have you wrap it up into this tiny little bow or bun or whatever you want to call it. It visually looks amazing. However, what it ends up doing is creasing the scarves that you love. And I don't know about you, but I just don't have the time to iron my scarves. So I'm going to share with you an easy hack for being able to store your scarf that's going to take no time whatsoever. So my favorite way to store thinner fall scarves is to use shower curtain clips. And I'm able to just thread the scarf right through the clip and hang it. This really helps to prevent any sort of creasing that will happen when you're folding or rolling the scarf. This is one that I can hang, whether it be on a hanger. You can also use it on a regular closet rod if you want. Another option is if you have wire closet shelving, you're able to just easily clip them onto there. And if you have thicker fall scarves, you can just simply fold it in half one time and hang them over a pant hanger. One of the things I really hate is having to iron or having to mist my scarves and throw them into the dryer, and simply storing them this way saves me so much time, energy, and effort.
So fall is the perfect time to pull out those blazers, and Christina and I have definitely grown our collection over the years from doing YouTube, because we cannot help it. We just can't resist a beautiful blazer. So in the fall, we get to pull them out a little bit more often because usually our weather gets a tad bit cooler. And one of the things that we typically do when we're wearing blazers is we like to kind of push up the sleeves and ruche them a little bit. And of course, you're constantly having to do it over and over again because the sleeves are just falling down. So we have a great hack for that if you like the look of having those sleeves pushed up a bit, and that is to get yourself some hair elastics. Just very simple plain hair elastics. If you're wearing a darker colored blazer, you could always get the darker ones like the black. If you're wearing something lighter, they have some like neutral blonde colored little hair elastics. I always have tons of these in my house because we have a house full of girls. So you just take that hair elastic and you're going to put it right towards the bottom part of the sleeve of your blazer, and you're going to pull up the blazer where you want it, kind of ruche it, and you can actually just kind of ruche the sleeve right over that hair elastic, or you can do a little fold and you can fold it right over the elastic just to cover up the elastic, and that's going to keep those sleeves in place all day long without you having to constantly fidget with them. So this is a really great and helpful one. I'm sure you could also use this on some very loose fitting like bulky sweaters or sweatshirts as well, and it's just going to keep you styled all day. And if you live in warmer climates like we do, you don't need those heavy sleeves covering your arms. You're going to want to push them up.
During the fall season, I absolutely love wearing my jeans. However, I have tried several different ways on storing them and just find that there's constantly creases in them, whether I'm using the clip hooks that are causing indentations around the waistline or I'm folding them up. So I'm going to share with you an easy hack that's going to require zero ironing, effortless, and it's going to be a great space saver for your closet. So many of you may be aware of these S-utility hooks that you're able to simply just loop through the back of the belt loop and hang on a hook. Some of you might have actually seen it in stores. However, we don't all have S hooks, which is fine. You can also just take a hanger and be able to slide that belt loop on over the hook of the hanger, and voila, you have now got an easy way to be able to store your jeans. They're not going to have any sort of creases, and they take up virtually no space in your closet.
So one of the questions Christina and I get asked a lot after sharing some really cute booties with all of you is, what kind of socks do we wear with our booties? Do we wear socks at all with our booties? So we're going to share with you our little hack for wearing booties. This is particularly good for those of you who live in warmer climates where you don't really need that warmth of wearing thick socks. We use these little, they're kind of like a footy sock, like a ped that sometimes you get when you're trying on, you know, shoes at the mall or something like that. But these are really good ones. So this is how they come in this little pack. And it's just this little footy sock, and these are great because I like to pick up the nude shade. That way I know that you won't see them peeking out of anything, but they're very low cut, and basically all they do is, you know, cover your foot, your toes, and your heel ever so slightly to keep your shoes from getting like sticky or sweaty or smelly. And they're just a great way to have a sock on without really having a sock on, because of course when you're wearing cute like ankle boots, you really don't want to see you know, the socks exposed. These are also really great for all the cute fall sneakers. When I wear sneakers, I really don't want to see socks coming out of the sneakers. However, I also don't want my sneakers getting ruined and sweaty and gross. So these are what I am always using. These are great. We're going to link them below for you guys in case you want to check them out. But this is a great hack for, you know, all of those cute fall ankle boots and sneakers.
If you're like me, then you love wearing collared button-down shirts in the fall. And I have this problem where sometimes when I wash them, I'll notice that the collar becomes a little bit deformed. So an easy way to not have to bust out my iron, which as you can tell, I really hate having to iron, is I just grab my flat iron and I can quickly just, you know, have a couple of swipes on the collar, and it really helps to flatten out the material. This is also a really easy and simple trick that you're able to use on denim jackets. So hopefully this trick will help you guys during the fall time if you happen to love these types of shirts. If you guys really are enjoying these hacks, definitely consider subscribing. We come out with videos 2 times a week, every Sunday and Thursday, and would love to have you join us.
So this next hack I had to share with you guys because I recently learned it myself, and I feel like it's life-changing, especially for you shorties out there like myself. So jeans are, of course, what we are all wearing through the fall, especially now. There's so many great jean trends out there, the straight leg, the skinnies, all these different trends. And if you are petite like myself, you know, you might be finding that a lot of times you pick up a pair of jeans and it's just not quite the right length. And sometimes it'll take me a while before I actually am motivated to go and get them hemmed. But now I've discovered a trick that I don't think I'm gonna be using my seamstress quite as often. So this trick is great because raw hem is so big for fall, and it's been big for a while. I don't think that it's going anywhere, so I feel safe to do this. You can basically get the length of your jeans that you want and create your own raw hem super easily. And I have tested this myself. Wish I would have recorded it for you guys, but I'm gonna try and insert some video and some images to show you how this works. It's very easy. You take the jeans that you are looking to, you know, hem or shorten a bit. You can do this to get a cropped look. You can do this to get your regular fit. It works great with straight leg and skinny jeans. And what you do is you just fold the jeans in half, you know, lay them out on a flat surface. You take a little ruler or measuring tape and you figure out exactly how much you want to cut off. Great way to do that is by first trying them on and pinning them into a spot that you like. Just measure. Mine, I usually crop about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, right around my ankle bone or slightly above my ankle bone. You draw your little line, you mark your line, and then you just take some fabric scissors and you just cut those jeans right on that line. And then of course the next side, you line it up perfectly and you do it the same way on the other side. Now the way that you're gonna get that raw hem look very, very easily is just by throwing them in the washing machine and throwing them in the dryer. One time, that's all it takes, and you're going to get the perfect raw hem look, and you're gonna get your jeans exactly the length that you want without all the hassle of taking them to the seamstress. I've tried this. I actually tried it on an expensive designer pair of jeans. I held my breath, and ladies, I'm happy to say it worked like a charm.
So now that it's the fall season and you might be pulling out all of your fall and winter clothing and finding that because it's been stored away, there's no airflow, it has a little bit of a musty smell, I'm going to share a great hack with you to be able to make sure that your closet is always smelling fresh. So a lack of airflow inside of the closet or around clothing really creates that musty, mildewy kind of smell. So the first thing you want to do is really just have a fan kind of air out your closet, especially the new clothing that you're swapping in and trading out for some of those spring and summer clothing items. The next thing you want to do is just simply grab a box of baking soda. Baking soda is perfect. It actually will help to deodorize the air. It really helps to eliminate all of those like particles in the air that have that smell in them. The other great thing is that it also helps to absorb any sort of moisture that's inside of your closet, really helping to reduce with the smell. And if you aren't just looking to eliminate any sort of odors in your closet, but also just want to add a beautiful scent to it, an easy way to do that is just to grab a couple cotton balls, spritz them with your own signature scent, your favorite perfume, put them inside of a little Tupperware container and store them inside your closet. Now, depending on how large or small your closet is, will really determine on how much you need to saturate the cotton balls and how many you need to put inside of the plastic container.
So I feel like for many years I avoided bulky, loose sweaters. And the reason for that is that I have, more of a rectangular shape, and I felt like my figure was kind of getting lost in these, a little bit oversized sweaters or turtleneck sweaters. But I really loved the look of them, but just having them hang out and not create any kind of a waist was really not flattering on my figure. However, when I learned this trick, it really helped me to appreciate and enjoy some of those sweaters. So this next trick is basically how to create some shape even when you're wearing a very loose fall or winter sweater. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some of that extra material in the front of your sweater, in the bottom, and you're going to, kind of pull it together and then use a clear hair elastic just to tie a little elastic around that extra piece of fabric. And you're going to create that little tail of fabric in the front, if you will. And you're going to tuck that into the front of your jeans or your pants to give it a little bit of a front tuck. And then you just kind of adjust it by pulling the sides a little bit. You can play with it a little bit to get it just right. But by tucking in that front part of your bulky loose sweater and doing a little bit of that front tuck, you're really going to allow yourself to still create some shape, show off a little bit of a waistline while enjoying those fun, beautiful, comfy sweaters. So this one is something that I've really embraced the last few years and has really allowed me to enjoy some of the cozy, comfy pieces that I shied away from in the past. So I think you're going to really enjoy this one, knowing that you can kind of tuck in those sweaters. It just really helps to make them more wearable for everyone.
The fall season and booties to me just go hand in hand. So one of the hacks that I want to share with you is how to actually get rid of some of the scuff marks that you might find on your favorite booties that you want to wear. So some people like to be super lazy and they might grab a pen of some sort or maybe even a permanent marker and just use that on their booties. However, for me, I found that actually using furniture markers are the easiest way to be able to remove the scuffing that's on boots. So the reason why I like being able to use furniture markers is, one, they're very forgiving. You're able to easily go over the mark that's on your boot and then use a little tissue or a cloth towel to rub over it, and it'll really help to blend and take off any excess coloring. So you can really layer over the bootie if it's a darker color or a lighter shade. The next thing that I also like about the furniture markers is they come in so many different colors. I have a lot of wood in my house, so I have black furniture markers, dark brown, light brown, even ones that are almost like a blonde color. So it really helps to be able to utilize these different shades on the different color booties that I have. I promise you, you guys will find that it's such an easy trick to be able to use, and one that I've actually been using for years. For years, I was living up north and I've been using it for years. You're gonna love it.
So another thing that we really love for fall is short cardigans, those little crew neck cardigans. We've talked about them in some of our other videos. We've shared with you our favorite ones for a great bargain. And one of the things that can happen with these crew neck cardigans when you're wearing them as a top and you're actually buttoning them down the front, or even if you're layering them over something but you are buttoning it for warmth, is that the buttons tend to gape a bit and create that space, that opening, which is not very flattering. So one of the hacks that we use for this is fashion tape. So if you're not familiar with fashion tape, it's just a very, basic double-sided sort of tape that is safe for clothing, and it really helps to secure things together. You just put a little piece in between whatever area you want to secure, and of course you rub that together and it just stays in place and you won't have that gaping. This also works great with any kind of like button-down blouses or shirts so that you don't have things, opening up where they shouldn't be.
So we hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as we enjoy making this type of video. Definitely don't forget to leave that comment down below. We are going to pin it, whichever one is our favorite. And until next time, you guys, we hope you guys have a great week. Bye!